Good evening, good morning, my friends, wherever you may be. Today, Masterclass number 6, which is designed mainly for beginners. We're going to look at 12 bar blues. Now, I've already done this lesson earlier, well, about 6 months ago. But I've had a lot of newcomers to the channel, probably including yourselves, who will not have seen it because it gets lost amongst the 300 other videos that I've put up. So in this masterclass, I'm going to revisit it, so hopefully it'll be something new for most of you. Okay, so let me play what we're going to do. Now don't panic. You saw bar chords then. I'm going to simplify it. I was just showing off. This is what we're going to actually play. It's going to be 90% what I've just done, but without the little the flowery bits, which we're going to do at a later date. Okay, so this is exactly how we're going to do it, and this is what's on the paperwork. Let me do it again. Okay, here we go. This is what we're going to learn exactly like this. Speed. It's only 3 chords. Now all those are the flowery bits I did, all that stuff. We can add all that later, okay? But like me, you're going to have to learn how to play the basic 12 bars first, okay? And that's what we're going to do in this masterclass number 6. Now before we begin, please, because I'm only a few off bloody 30,000 subscribers now, click the like button. It's a thumb. Do that if you're interested in doing this. It will help the channel, okay? Because I'm competing with all these other guitar players. But unlike them, I'm not charging anything, so hit that like button. Okay, now you're gonna all download this paperwork, a blue link below this video, you can't miss it, and I've broken it down into idiot proof pictorial little sketches, if you like. Okay, this is where we are. These are your finger positions, your timings, your beats are down here, and the string numbers that you're going to play, which is the most important thing, are here. Okay, so you'll see it's marked off strings and beats, and here are your finger positions. All right, so let's begin on page 1, the intro riff. Now for the sake of simplicity, I often use my second finger for this, but for the sake of simplicity I'm going to use my first finger, all right, just to keep it nice and easy for you to understand. Put your first finger on the 3rd string at the 4th fret like this. Again, the diagram will show you exactly what to do as I am telling you as well. So download and then watch me. Okay, we can put the slide in at the beginning in a minute. Okay, so we're in the right fret, fret 4 on string 3, and if you look down at the bottom it says 3 1 2. Now below the numbers there are arrows. Those arrows are indicating the way I want your pleck to run. All right, so we're going to hit string 3 with a downstroke, and then string 1 with an upstroke, and then string 2 with an upstroke. Didn't hurt, did it? What do we do then? We move this finger 1 fret to the left, and we do Oh, it's 3, 1, 2 again, same thing. Down, up, up. What happens then? Surely not. We move it 1 fret to the left again. 3, 1, 2. So we've got this. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We move it to the left again, but this time we'll put our second and third finger in place to play the chord E major, or E as it's commonly known. All right, and you look below that and it says 4, 1, 2. So we'll bring our pluck up to the 4th string and we'll go 4, 1, 2. At this point you may say, well, what's this finger doing on if we're not playing it? Well, we're going to, so I want you to keep it there. So let's look at that page 1 again. Now underneath this you'll see the beats. You start this on beat 2. I mean, don't worry about this at the moment. It'll all become apparent as it goes on. But it will be counted like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right? And you'll understand why that is as it continues. All right? So let's recap page 1. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. Da 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 ba da da. Okay, page 1 is now done. You'll notice on page 2 that you've got an E7th shape, and which is basically E with your third finger taken off. And if you look down there, you'll see 4, 3, 2, and 1 all in a bracket. So what does that mean? Well, it means you're going to get your pluck and you're going to come down from the 4th string and play them all together like that. That's all it means. Okay? From there you'll see the next chord is a B7th. Now the easiest way to get to a B7th from an E7th is to leave your second finger where it is, bring your first finger up 1, put your third finger on the 3rd string at the 2nd fret and your little finger on the 1st string at the 2nd fret. And if you look below that, you'll see it says 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and they're also in a bracket. So we'll play from the 5th string down. We know it's down because the arrows underneath that tell you it's down. All right? So let's play from the beginning and adding those 2 bits in, because I want you to get the rhythm of what we're doing in your head. Okay? Da 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 ba 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 bum bum. See the way dum dum da 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 ba da da ba da da bum bum. All right. You stay on the B7th, and then you look down again, and it says you've still got your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but your arrows now are going up, down, up. So we will go. Okay, simple as that. Let me play from the E. 4, 1, 2, down, down, up, down, up. And then finally, this finger here will go to the bass string at the 3rd fret, and you'll play that note. It says 6, as in 6th string. It's got a downstroke for the arrow. Oh, it's got an upstroke for the arrow. Let's have a look. That's it, down. That should be, I see that arrow there. That arrow there, it's showing up. It should be a down. You know why I've done that by mistake? Because tablature has arrows that are upside down, so forgive me for that. It should be a down, that's 6. All right, I've just told you. So when you see that, down. Let's do that again. 4, 1, 2, down, down, up, down, up, down. And you put a little bend on eventually. We'll worry about that later. Okay, up, down, up, down. So we're now on to page 3. So the intro's done. Now this is the important bit now. We're going to abbreviate. Last week I told you that we were putting riffs and chords together. All right, we've just done a little riff, and now we're going to play the chord. Now these are sort of power chords. So just to remind you, a power chord is when you're just going to play the bass part of the chord. We're not interested in the thin strings. We're only interested in the powerful bit, the bass part. And you'll notice that the first chord that it says is E. But instead of playing it like this, where we're using 3 fingers, remember last week's lesson on number 5? We took this finger and we put it across the 5 strings like this. But really we're only concentrating on strings 5 and 4, all right? We're not, and the 6 of course. We're not interested in anything below the 4th string. If we hit anything below the 4th string, it will sound shit. That's the only word I can use to describe what it will sound like. So whatever you do, avoid the 3rd string, all right? Now, let's have a look at this is what we're going to play. Before we start doing any finger left hand stuff, let's look at what the right hand is going to do. We're going to do this. We can block the strings off just so we can hear the percussive sound. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, up. All right? The up, up is on the 4 and 5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, up. I messed that up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, up. Up on the 4, up on the 5. Slowly, closely, see that? 1, and see the way I'm not coming all the way down? I'm slicing away from the strings I don't want to hit. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, up. That's what we're going to do. So, left hand, put your finger across here. Now, whenever I say 2, the number 2, and the number 4, I'm going to put my 3rd finger. You can use your little finger if you want, but 3rd finger is better if you can get to it. On the 5th string at the 4th fret. So, yeah, this left hand is going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, up. We don't want to leave it on for any of the hands. It's just going to go on for number 2 and 4. All right? If we put those 2 things together, we'll get this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, up. That's 1 bar done. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, up. 1. And we want 4 bars of E. I've got an itch. Every time I'm talking to you, I get an itch. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, up. That's page 3 done. Now let me just explain what we've got here, just so you can see clearly that what I've played corresponds to this. Here's our count. 1, where is it? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, up. Where's the up, ups? 1 and 2 and 3 and there we are. Can you see it clearly down the bottom? 1 and 2. I've darkened the arrows where your finger goes on, and 3 and 4, up, up. And there's the shapes that you'll play. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, up, down here. All right? Just remember to take those fingers off when you're doing the ups. It's not the end of the world if you don't, but it sounds better if you do. So we've done 4 bars of the E. Now we're going to do a couple of bars on the A. How do we do that? Well, we were there on the E, coming down from the 6th string. And now to play the A, we just do this. We go E, and we move it down by 1 string. And we also move the pleck down by 1 string. Okay? So now we must not play the 6th string. We start on the 5th. Now what I always do is put my thumb just to damp that string, just in case I hit it by mistake, all right? If you find that difficult to do at the moment, don't worry. And remember, we're only covering the 4 and the 3, you know, and a bit of the 2. That's all we're looking at, because we're only going to hit the 5, 4 and 3. And again, this finger will now go onto the 4th string. Everything's moved down. So you'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, up. The up, up being now on the 3rd and 4th string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, up. And then we go back to the E for 2 bars. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, up. So let's take it from the beginning to recap. We've got our intro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 2A and 2 and 3 you notice that as I was counting the bars, every time I did a new bar, I changed the first number. So I knew how many I'd already done. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 3. Because if you're doing a song with about 17, 18 bars or whatever it may be, then you're going to forget where you are, you know. Because if you're not singing and you're in a recording studio, that's how you'd sort of count it, all right? So you know how many you've done. So we've done 8 bars. Now the last 4 bars, we've just done the A and we've gone back to the E. The next chord we're going to play is a B. Now normally a B would be a real pain in the backside chord, but it's not going to be the way we're doing it because we're using power chords. Our E is here. The next chord from the E is the B chord. Let me just... So we're on to page 6 now, by the way. So you'll notice that on page 6, we've got a first finger here. Okay, now you can keep it lying across the strings, it doesn't matter, because strings 3 and 4, fingers 3 and 4 are now going to play the 4th string and the 3rd string at the 4th fret. There's no movement to be had. Okay, once these fingers are in place, that's all you're going to do. But importantly, we must make sure that we don't hit the wrong strings. We're going to come down from the 5th string and the 4th, like we did on the A. Exactly the same as we did on the A. All right, we don't have to do any movement. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. I'll do that again. There's only 1 bar on the B. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 up. And then we drop this finger to the A and we do 1 bar on the A. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, I'll do that again from the B. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 up. 1. And that 1 is the beat that was missing when we first started it. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3 and 2 A and 2 and 3 and 4, 2, 2, 3 and back to E for 2 bars, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 to B, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and so on and so on. Okay, so that's your main 12 bar blues. Okay, how would we end it? Say we just wanted to play up to there and just have a little mess around. Well, you saw me playing, doing 9/3. Don't worry about that. You'd go like this. Da 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 da. And just play an E7th. Now if you find that hard, just take that finger off. Da 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 da. Now, a lot of you will want to know how I did all those fiddly bits, okay? Let's have a little look at it now, just to see what was going on. Because it all relates to some of the lessons that we did previously. You know, remember those things that we did early on? You know, like Day Tripper and those sort of things, and I was the mother of all riffs, remember that stuff? Well, it's sort of related to that. 1 and 2, 1 little riff, for example. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... See that? Bom, bottle, da, da. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Now you can just do that to start with, and it's good to take you to the A. What am I doing? I'm sort of going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I'm sliding 4, then hitting the 5th string and 4 and do 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 do. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's what's happening on, you know, on the E and on the A. Now clearly when you get better you can go, you can extend it. it extended even further. Now they're lessons for a later date, okay? Don't forget this course of lessons that we're doing, these masterclass lessons, are for beginners, designed that they don't run away when they hear something that they think is too difficult to play. All right, but I promise you, if you do it in stages, then you'll be able to play these things no problem, and we'll just bolt bits on. All right, so when I've done 8 lessons on acoustic guitar, I'm toying with the idea of doing some electric guitar, which will, you know, lend itself to these sort of riffs. So maybe I'll do it then. All right, but for now, I don't want to go too far with this because I think it'll just put you off. All right, so you've got your 12 bars. Now let's have a look at see what else we've got. That's it. All the paperwork, as I've said, is written down for you. You can't go wrong if you watch the tutorial that I've just done. Watch the look at the paperwork as you're doing it. That's it. You'll get it. You'll get it. No problem. Any suggestions you've got for any stuff that you're not sure of, feel free to, to let me know. For those people who are interested, I get a lot of people asking, oh, can you do the second half of this song that you did? Now, ordinarily I would, but if I've had not much interest in the first one, I'm not going to bore the pants off everybody by doing the second half. However, I do private lessons. That's my job. So if people want to learn something specifically, whether it's classical gas or learning the fancy part of this or whatever it may be, just message me, you know, on bluenoteguitarschool.com or whatever way you want to get hold of me. And I'm doing Zoom lessons all over the world now, Australia, America, Spain, you know, and it's great fun, you know, and it's just like I'm talking to you now, only I'll be talking to you personally, and we can do whatever you like, and there's nothing we can't do. I mean that, there's nothing we can't play. You love it, and I'll show you how to do it. That's my promise to you. Right, next week, masterclass. What are we going to do? I did make a note of it. We're going to look at mastering bar chords. All right. Now, bar chords frighten everybody, but they shouldn't. There's a trick to how you can hold them down, how you play them. So we're going to look at that next week, and you know all the different. They're so important. You can't play guitar without knowing some bar chords. All right, and I'll try and take the fear and the pain out of playing them. And the following, the last in this particular course, we'll look at the caged system, which is, you know, that'll teach you how to use a capo and all that stuff. And trust me, I am not a theory person. I know enough to be able to get by, but I wouldn't teach you stuff for the sake of it. Okay, there's no point. You know, my job is to show you how to play the guitar. If too much theory, you know, it doesn't help you play. I don't think it's all right if you're in a jazz band and you want to do all that sort of stuff. But for me, you know, just learn how to play the guitar, learn enough theory. I always use the example of I know how to drive my car. I learned how to drive, but I don't need to know the workings of the combustion engine to get to the shops. I can find out, but it won't get me there any quicker. Now I know that sounds ignorant, but it's a fact, isn't it? Hey? It's a fact. Right, and on that enlightening note, I'm going to love you and leave you. Get on to that blues thing. I shall see you on, for those people who are a bit more advanced, see you on Saturday. Don't know what I'm going to play yet. I never do. I just sort of pick something out of the air. I've been putting a few other little bits up recently, and I'm going to do a revisit in about 2 minutes' time. Actually, I'm going to press the button for never going back again, which is something that you should all learn. I've simplified it as I did with the police one without changing any of the notes. So I'm impressed with that particular thing. It's had about 60,000 views already, but I did it a long time ago, so a lot of you lot out there probably haven't seen it yet because it's buried amongst the 300 others that I've done. So look out for it. Well, you'll have already seen it by the time I put this up. So maybe you should have a go at that. It's not as difficult as you think. Right, on that note, I shall see you all at the weekend. You take care. Bye bye for now.